My turn. Oh my God. Welcome to the Glass Empty podcast. This is Matt.
This is Stefan.
Yeah. And for branding purposes, it's still the Empty Glass podcast. I just thought I would be a fool for a second. Anyway, welcome, one and all. If you're on our Twitch with us, which I see we have no viewers, welcome.
Welcome.
Anywho, Stefan, I feel like we have quite a few things to talk about. Do you agree?
Wait, sorry, I was making sure we sound okay. What did you ask me?
We have a few things to talk about today, don't we? I mean,
yeah.
there was a whole slew of video games to talk about, for example.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But I actually think we should possibly get a... Did you watch the latest Obi-Wan episode?
Yeah, I did.
You want to get that out of the way first, since that's just, one episode, and I feel like there isn't really too much to say about it.
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
So, did you hear about the IGN review about it, or did you see the IGN review?
No. I stay away from those guys.
Oh, yeah, fair. But, I literally go on there to see, new articles or new things coming out. I don't go there for reviews, basically. But, when it comes across it, sometimes I'll click on it. And they gave the new Obi-Wan episode 4, a 7 out of 10. And they're like, this is a big misstep for the show that's been doing really good. And honestly, I think I liked episode 4 the most out of all of them so far.
Oh shit! It's recording the screen. My bad. It's recording my my Discord settings.
Wow, fucking noob.
They gave it a 10. The newest episode.
No, they gave it a 7. They said it was
7.
It was they said it was a bad episode, or not a bad episode, but the least good one so far. And I disagree. I thought it was probably my favorite one so far I've watched.
I think it was okay. I think it did have some pretty cool Obi-Wan moments, like the hallway. And
okay, so I want to talk about that because that's actually my favorite scene. In fact, without that scene, it probably would be one of the lowest ones for me. But that scene is so well done because it's choreographed very well, and Ian McGregor's either love for the character or great acting ability shines through in that moment. Because I really was expecting a moment when he gets his force powers back that it would just be immediate, and then someone, little Leia's like, wow, you're doing it, you're reconnected to the force, you're using the force, where I really didn't want that, but it did show that he's reconnected enough that he's able to deflect blasters. And although he has no moment to revel in it, you could almost see in his face, as he's doing it, wow, I'm reconnecting with this again. And like I said, that either shines through Ian McGregor's acting ability to reflect that, or his love for the character and saying, here I am being Obi-Wan the badass again. It's just, he's not reveling in it. He's not looking at his lightsaber when he deflects a blaster wow, I'm doing it. He's just doing it because he has to do it. But there's just a little shine in that moment that I just really appreciate. It's just a unspoken, nice scene, nice, kind of action scene that I really appreciated.
I agree. And like I said, him coming out in the dark and stuff, and people are like, "Oh, the lightsaber hits aren't super gory," and I'm like, "Well, because he's being
he's
a
Jedi.
Yeah, he's a Jedi, right? He's skilled. He knows where to hit them, where it'll kill them, but surely not make a mess."
Well, I mean, the obvious answer is Disney owns it now. They're not going to have, same thing for Fallen Order. They're not going to have decapitations or anything. That's just the way things are now. But also, of course, it's just, he's just going to damage him. He did cut off someone's arm in a bar for that one time, but
yeah, that was a little rough.
Fuck it, whatever. Disney owns this shit. I guess we all have to get over some things. So
yeah, that's it. We just have to move on. But hey, I did enjoy it quite a bit, and it's getting more interesting for Reva, the third sister. She's getting a little more crazy. She's getting more on Vader's good side. So gonna see where that goes.
Yeah. So my theory. I think my theory.
We talked about it last episode where you were
saying... No, we did talk about it. I'm just saying, I think it's still possible that she's trying to just wait for the right moment to stab Vader in the back. Because like I said, my theory originally was that Vader, when he invaded the Jedi Temple in episode 3, killed her master, led the charge. And that's why I feel like she's trying to sneak close to him so she can kill him when he's off guard. So that theory is still a possibility, but just a little less likely so with the way things are going. But I'm still standing by it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that theory. 100%.
Yeah. So other than that, very solid. I still really like the third sister. In fact, I think she's I don't know why her name doesn't stick in my head, but I think I just like the title of like third sister more. I
Yeah, it's
still really like her,
sinister.
and anyone who doesn't like her is okay. I'm sure there's one or two people that for fair reasons don't like her, but there are like comments on the internet saying like, "Oh my god, her like I'm getting so sick of her. Her character's so underdeveloped." I'm like, because Disney just just shut up. You just shut the fuck up. You don't know anything.
Yeah, it's just it is what it is. But thoroughly enjoyed it. I am excited to see how it ends. But they also are talking about maybe extending the series, so we'll see.
Oh god, I don't want it. I
Yeah, I
want
hope it just ends. And
I want a
it
good
very well
conclusion
may. It very well may just end.
because that's the thing is like we know every single character on the board right now, aside from like the Inquisitors and I guess Ice Cube's kid. Uh, we don't.
Yeah, he made
We
a
know
cameo. That
exactly.
was crazy. Rose pointed that out first. I was like, oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, I don't think it's a cameo. I think it's just an acting gig, honestly. But we know where every single major character on the board, how their stories play out. So it's just like, do we really need to do another season? It's like, there's no stakes. Leia's gonna live. Obi-Wan's gonna live. Darth Vader's gonna live. We all know how they die. Fuck, even
Yeah.
Luke and his uncle and aunt. Like, we know when everyone dies because we've seen every single important character in this die. So it's like, what stakes are there like between that, really?
I don't know. There really aren't. So
Yeah, it's just, I mean, like, I really like the idea of this being 6 episodes and just kind of being done with. I'm cool with that.
yeah, me too.
I think the idea of Obi-Wan like constantly leaving to go on grand adventures in between his time of waiting takes away the fact that he's just kind of been like a hermit involved in like Luke's life at the beginning of episode 4. Like, there's enough room for one adventure, not like a whole bunch of fucking like crazy ass shit happening in between, you know?
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, I like the idea of them just moving on to older canon stuff, like Knights of the Old Republic and out of the Skywalker era.
Yeah, get done with that. Get done with all the characters that we already know about. Just put it to the side, close that book nicely, pat it a few times, and then shove it over.
Yep, that's like the best advice to give to anybody when it
Yeah,
comes to anything Star Wars related. But hey, I like the show and it's entertaining. Speaking of another show, Stranger Things. I actually went back and watched it, and it's good.
All of season 4.
Well, they're gonna do another like half of season 4 that comes out
Well,
July
the
1st.
current, yeah, the current.
Yeah,
Oh, July 1st. That's not bad.
yeah, and I would say it's exactly as I expected. I was like, maybe it'll get better. It just needs to get past this bullshit, and it does. It's pretty interesting. But the main villain's kind of goofy. I won't give away much more than that, but he's just kind of goofy.
I mean, I saw what he looks like. I'm like, this guy looks like a video game bad
Yeah,
guy. Like
totally
his
Resident
design is really
Evil,
odd.
totally Resident Evil design, but like the kills are crazy and the show still it holds up. It's good.
I'll have to check it out at one point. It's definitely on the list. I definitely want to watch The Boys because I saw a crazy ass scene. My buddy Mark showed me a scene from Boys season 3, which involves cocaine and a urethra. And that's pretty much all I'm going to say about it. But it's turned a lot of people, and including some fans, off because of how just astronomically they pump up the gore. Like, it goes fucking hard.
Damn.
Yeah.
Like the first two seasons weren't that fucking gory or what?
No, they were definitely gory. This one just goes harder with it.
Oh, I got you.
The first 2 seasons were gory as fuck, but this one, like, the whole Ant-Man going up Thanos' butt?
Yes, I do. Unfortunately.
Imagine that, but through a penis, and the guy explodes. Like, he like grows full size within the penis. That's exactly what happens, and it's just as horrific as it sounds.
God, that sounds That does sound horrific. I do not. Jesus fuck.
It's a great show. You should watch
Is that
it.
the werewolf cop movie coming back to haunt you in different mediums or what?
I'm gonna
Kinda,
finish
sorta.
that. I'm gonna finish that fucking movie one day. I swear to God. Like, I'm just gonna
Werewolf
sit
cop.
down.
Stay away from it.
No, watch it. It was great. Okay, no, it was lame until it started to get great, and then Stefan was like, "Ew, no, icky." But also we had other shit to do, like at the same time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had other shit to do, and I was just like, okay. We were both just like, okay. I don't think I
I
ever
loved
went
it.
you grows icky, but
I lo-
I was just like, nah, man. Like, Jesus fuck.
I mean, that's completely fair. No one wants to see a penis explode into a hairier penis, or was it a red penis? I don't know. I have to
I
rewatch
don't
it to find
remember.
out.
Yeah, I've
I'll
blocked
let
that
you know. I'll
memory.
send you cliff notes. I'll send you
Okay, thank you,
Snapchats.
thank you. I appreciate that.
So have you done the Xbox Game Pass on your phone or anything?
As in streaming the games to
Yeah.
my phone? Yeah, I have.
I tried it for the first time ever today with Forza. So I don't even own Forza on a console or anything. I just streamed it because I have a Game Pass and I just streamed it directly from my phone from their cloud. Shockingly worked very well. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, there's lots of buffering, there's screen tearing and shit like that. But the fact that I'm streaming a game I don't own and I'm not playing off of a console in my own living room from just a cloud out in like, the world, I'm like, this is fucking nuts. This is crazy. I can't wait till this shit just works great and has no lag, although that will probably never happen.
It might. We are already finding ways to make like fiber better, So I think it's just a
Yeah.
matter of time before internet catches up. When internet catches up, that's when that streaming will get better.
Well, I mean, because that's the conversation, right? Is that gaming has it, at least when it comes to like quality wise, is getting very close to the peak um, in looks, and that's why like the current gen is worried, not worried, but they worked more on performance than anything else. Um, they announced the Last of Us 5 remake for PlayStation, and I watched the trailer, and then for shits and giggles, I watched the fucking PS3 because sometimes I have to remind myself that Last of Us came out on PS3 gameplay trailer, and it still really holds up. Like for the PS3 trailer of Last of Us, it still looks very, very good and holds up with current games and stuff like that. So I'm just like, man, we are definitely hitting the point where it's like, what else can you improve, like look wise?
Right. So to hit on your first point, like
Oh yeah, yeah.
streaming is working really good. I from my like MacBook streamed a little bit of Halo the Master Chief Collection, and I just used my PlayStation controller that was hooked up to my MacBook, and it worked like a charm.
Vagrant.
I played like a game or two, maybe of Slayer or whatever, and then I just got off. And it wasn't even streaming from any of my consoles. That was just straight from whatever. And I was like downstairs in the living room, and it honestly was really good, super responsive. And like you said, like the visuals kind of suffer every once in a while, but I mean, the gameplay was there. So,
Yeah, it's like the argument for Switch. It's like if you're willing to take a downgrade in video game quality because you're able to take a mobile, your phone being able to stream a game that's not even present that has just as good quality as it being on your TV, but just has a couple lags and frame drops here and there. It's like that's a very decent payoff. I mean, fuck,
exactly.
someone with a modern phone can play a current gen game and they don't even need the system for it.
Well, right. And
It's crazy.
honestly, that's like the whole appeal in the first place is that there's some people out there who just pay for Game Pass and they just fucking, stream it directly to a device. They don't even own an Xbox. So, there's even people like with older Xbox Ones who will just opt to stream instead if they have good enough internet because the games actually look and run better.
Yeah, I was very impressed, very, very impressed, and I would like to see what Xbox does more with that. Um, just add split second to that roster because I don't want to buy an Xbox just play split second because for some reason the port on PC is awful. Yeah, so add split second to Game Pass, and you have my number, Xbox.
Yep.
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 Anyway,
And then to hit on your second point, which was you talked about streaming. You talked about streaming to the phone, which was really good. Man, you talked about something right after that. I wanted to touch on. Do you remember? I wish I had playback. Like 15-second playback or 30
I
second
don't
playback.
actually. I've already lost track.
That's okay. That's okay.
Hold on.
Well,
It was video game related. I was
it
saying I was
was.
playing Forza.
Oh, you were talking about the graphics for The Last of Us 3 or Last of Us
Oh
1
yeah.
on the PlayStation 3 still holding up. And I've been playing Dead Space on my Series X, which has like frame boost, so it runs at 60 frames a second. And
Oh my
honestly, the
god.
game is gorgeous. It's so good. I mean, it came out in 2008. That game's old, man, and it looks
What
really
a
good. And Last of
what a
Us came out 2010, maybe, or 11.
Yeah, I mean it's solidifying more and more that those, not every game, but some very select games in the Xbox 360 PS3 era just really fucking like
They just look
nailed
good.
it.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
just looked good.
They look good, they play good. God of War 3 is another one I would say still hold well, okay, hold on. God of War 3 still looks very, very good, but the God of War for PS4 somehow astronomically blew it out of the water. Like for that one, I can see the legit like leap it had, because like God of War 3 was almost like cartoony in its design when you think about it, where the God of War for PS4 was just legit like real people on screen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's insane to see how far it's come, but
Yeah.
those older consoles were actually pretty powerful. Like even the PlayStation 2 was more powerful than what a lot of developers actually put into the games made for it, because look at Killzone, that's one of those games that kind of showcase almost all of what the PS2 can do. And the
Yeah,
PS2
totally.
ran and kept going up until like 2018. I heard that recently on like a Did You Know Gaming podcast, because sometimes I'll just put it on when I'm cleaning up or like shit's rendering or whatever. And they said that, it's crazy to think this, but the PS2 came out when the Nintendo 64 was still on the market, and it went away after the Wii U had been discontinued and after the Switch had launched, a year after the Switch had launched. That's when it was discontinued, 2018.
Damn, man.
So it almost went for 18 years, because I think it came out 2001. So it's pretty
That sounds
fucked
about
up.
right.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. So the PS2 was a powerhouse also, and it still kept up for a while before it was dropped. The PS3 was dropped somewhat fast. They just kind of were quick to remake every PS3 game for PS4 when it first launched. And
Except
now
for
we're
like
in, huh?
except for the ones you can't fucking remake apparently, like all the
Except
infamous
whatever.
games.
Right.
All
Supposedly
the
because of
Metal
the
Gear Solid
chip.
4.
It was the chip that was used in the PS3. It was like a different CPU, and it ran off PowerPC, not x86, which is what PS4 and PS5 ultimately run off of. More
Damn.
modern Windows-like development tools instead of using dedicated software. Because the PS3 was notoriously fucking horrible to develop for. So that's the reason.
Oh yeah, look at fucking Bethesda and Skyrim.
Bethesda and Skyrim, yeah, they're like that PS3 port is probably the funniest one though. I'm sure you get like the most amount of funny bugs out of that version.
That is like that is like Cyberpunk in the sense that like the glitches are hilarious. But then again,
But I mean, Cyberpunk was more broken for a lot of people, and I guess Skyrim was too. It did crash quite a bit. It was pretty notorious for crashing on people too. So yeah, they're very much the same.
yeah, Cyberpunk was like lower versions, like non PC, were basically unplayable. Where I was playing on PC and it just had bugs that were kind of funny because they happen every once in a while. It didn't kill immersion for me that much, but like definitely Cyberpunk is worse because of the shady shit that happened to the side. Although I love Cyberpunk. I want to play more of it. It's been a while, personally.
Yeah, I never picked it up. What do you have it on your PC?
Yeah, I highly recommend if you play it, like play it on PC because that's the most trustworthy, and it's the one that it just feels right to play on PC. It's a good first person, just kind of immerse yourself on a PC with.
I'm sorry, one more time.
No.
It's better for PC, but I guess
Did I cut out or something?
I think, I don't know, at least in my ears, because I have this shitty headphone jack, so I had to fuck with it.
Oh my god. Okay, no, I was just saying like it feels really good to play it on keyboard and mouse. Like it's just
Okay.
it's good. I definitely recommend it on that because especially with a heavy sci-fi like RPG storytelling, it feels like a more classic game that you want to play on a PC.
Awesome. Yeah,
As new
there's
as it
certain
is.
games that are just PC, like they just scream it for me, so cool. All right, we'll keep that in mind. But I also do have a Series X, so I know that Cyberpunk runs better on the like next gen, what we're calling next gen consoles right now.
Yeah, that is true. Although next gen did still have issues comparatively, they did have a lot of updates, so I'd look heavily into it before deciding. And I still actually don't think Cyberpunk is on PS5, which is crazy. I don't know. I was actually kind of looking for it the other day because I was just looking up games on PS5 and I couldn't find it, and I was like, weird.
Weird.
But to segue from the thing you were talking about 5 minutes ago, Dead Space. You
Yeah.
watched the you watched some gameplay footage of things today, right, Stefan?
Right. I was cleaning up a bit, and I actually stumbled upon the like games live show or whatever the fuck they call it in California, and um,
The Callisto Protocol.
yeah, the Callisto Protocol is the game they showed. It was from that same like person you sent it to me from, where the clip came from. It was here. I'm like clicking on it right now. I'll make sure my
It's
volume's
from the
off.
same creator as
No, yeah,
Dead
just I'm
Space.
saying
When
I was
you,
watching. I guess the Summer of Gaming live. So I was watching IGN earlier.
oh
But
yeah,
I'd stumbled across it and I just had it in my ears. But when they talked about the Calypso protocol, I actually stopped what I was doing and watched some of that gameplay, and it looks sweet,
just
man.
100% Dead Space, and I love it. Like
Yeah, it
really,
looks really good. I mean, truly, I was kind of blown away.
and the gun mechanics are look just as satisfying as Dead Space as well. Like I'm excited for it legitimately, and I want to check it out and play it and own it, and maybe kiss a little bit.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, little
But
dirty
yeah,
kiss.
it seriously looks super cool, and the fucking villains are menacing as hell. Like the way they mutate and everything, it's very much Dead Space, but it looks a little more like Asylum-y, and the creatures are more humanoid, so it just adds an extra layer of fear. And because the it's running on next gen stuff exclusively and PC, damn, I can't wait to see what they do.
Yeah, like heavily. In fact, I've seeing this kind of makes me grossed out that they're doing a remake of Dead Space without the creator of it. Not
Yeah,
that okay. I still want to get the remaster of Dead Space and everything like that, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, no, this is what I want. I was like, I don't know if I necessarily want to play Dead Space again, like, or I don't need another reason to play Dead Space again. If I want to play it, I'll play it. But like seeing the spiritual successor, I'm more excited about that than I am the remaster. Because at the end of the day, I've
yeah,
already played Dead Space.
yeah, me
So
too. And I very much am like, yeah, whatever, right? Like,
cool. Like it's just what it is. It's just, oh, cool. This one's like, fuck yeah, give me that Callisto project, baby. Protocol.
Callisto
And,
Protocol. Yeah,
and it,
I kept calling it the Callisto Project. I didn't even remember what it was called when I was telling Rose about it. I was like, I forgot what the game's called, but it looks cool.
the name's
And
a
then
little hard to remember,
you
honestly.
send me the text not too long after that, and I was like, okay, cool. The Calypso Protocol.
Yeah. So aside from that, did you see any other games that kind of stuck out to you for the live stream?
I didn't actually tune in after that. I was like, okay, cool, and I like changed it to something else. So no.
Okay. Well, if you're
What else
bored,
was there? What else was there?
I'm about to tell you because if you're bored, I recommend looking up some of these gameplay trailers or trailers in general because they look really cool. There's a game called Witchfire, which is literally looks like medieval fighting demons, but with like guns, revolvers, like bolt action rifles and shit. And then you have crazy ass powers. Like there's one where like the guy like shoots a bell up in the air, and then like you shoot it with your gun, and it rings and does an area effect. Like and a whole bunch of crazy ass powers that look really cool. It's like a lightning attack, fire missiles and shit. Like, looks very very interesting. I had not heard of it until just now. And
What's it called
uh,
again?
Witchfire.
Witchfire.
Yeah, like you're gonna burn a witch with fire.
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, like it's some really fancy looking gun action, which I'm all about, and a little bit
Oh
of
yeah, I heard
little
about this
magic.
game.
Nice. Uh, Outriders is coming out with DLC, which Uh, I'm excited for. Outriders is kind of a Outriders was a very solid, okay game.
Right? Didn't
It,
you play quite a bit of it?
I had played a lot of it. I haven't beaten it, but I actually planned on going back to beat it shortly. But because it was the right kind of mindless game I was looking for because the story is shit. Like you don't play that game for the story. You could just skip most of it, honestly. But it was getting to the point that I was playing other games that I wanted to play more, so I put it on the back burner. But I want to beat it before the DLC comes out and play the DLC because the gameplay is fun, and that's all that matters.
Right. I mean, that's what I try to play games for it too. Playing Dead Space off and on has been nice because you can just do a little segment and then there's a safe spot, you know, and you can be like, I'm out.
Yeah, if you're ever looking for, I mean, this is a kind of looter shooter type game, which you haven't really played a lot of. So I don't really know if it's something that interests you as much. But if you are looking for like a looter shooter that it plays like Gears of War a little bit, then, and if it's on sale, I recommend it.
Nice.
But definitely on sale.
I think it's free on the Series X. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it's on Game Pass actually. So definitely check it out if you're curious.
Sweet. I might do
There's
that.
there's crossplay, so we can play together if you like. Because I have on PC. Yeah, play Cross.
Across. No, that's
David
nice.
Cross.
Didn't we try to play Back for Blood one time?
We did play it technically, and then we all died. You, me, and Richard. We just the only thing is you have to like talk on something else because there usually isn't like a team chat. Or wrong. Okay, hold on, that's wrong. Last time I played Outriders, they did not have the ability to game chat. So I was playing with someone who was playing on PS4 and we weren't able to communicate, so we had to call each other on our phones and talk that way.
That's how we had to do it. It was really whack.
I think that was what we did for Back for Blood too, right?
Yeah. Or Back for Blood. It's just Back for Blood.
No, 2 as in TOO.
As in 2
like, as well.
As in 2. Got you.
Yeah.
So what else was announced at the
So Marvel's Midnight Suns, they released a gameplay trailer which had like Ghost Rider, Venom, Spider-Man, like it looked Wolverine, Blade. I'm like, this looks really cool. Then it turned out to be a tactics game, which tactics games are really not my thing. I've had fun with them in the past, but they're not really something I get excited about. And when I saw the cinematic trailer, I was like, oh, that's really fucking cool. But then I realized what it was. I was like, okay. So, but if you're into tactics games, it looks. I didn't see any gameplay, but the cinematic trailer looked very cool.
Nice.
Goat Simulator 3 Baby is coming out.
3?
Yeah.
There was already a 2?
Yeah. Long ass time ago. Yeah. I didn't watch every single one.
There is no 2, right?
There is a 2, yeah.
There is not a 2.
Yes, there is, dude. I swear.
No, there isn't. I know there isn't. So it's a fucking joke. They're just going right to 3.
Oh fuck. Okay, they're doing what Thanksgiving did.
They skipped 2. They just go right to 3.
Okay, yeah, you're right. All right, I'm sorry, my mistake.
It's okay. I'm just saying. Like I was like, when was there a 2? Because I would have played it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would have played that fucking game. So I was like, if there's a 2, I gotta know about it.
Yeah, man. And then let's see. So I didn't watch I didn't watch the live stream. I literally just clicked on the videos after they came out. There's a game called Sinless Zone Zero, which is a anime game.
Okay.
I think the title kind of gives that away a little bit.
Yeah.
And you know, I get deterred with anime video games whenever I see the quote unquote fan service, because it's just like, you know, I'm almost a 30-year-old male. It's weird. It's just kind of gross, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, some pervy person is just kind of making this person have like boob physics or like really short, you know, fucking, I don't know. It's weird, honestly, a little bit. Anyway, these are the same people that did the Genshin Impact, but they're doing more of a like kind of cyberpunk feel to it. And it actually does look kind of interesting. I did watch some gameplay of some of the characters and I'm like, okay, I may check it out. And if it's free like Genshin Impact, then it's like a no harm, no foul kind of deal.
And it's a shooter? It's a first-person shooter?
Some people use guns. Some people use like action things. Did you play Genshin Impact at all? I know I kind of told you about it at one point.
I think I downloaded it, never touched it, and was like, dude, this is taking up way too much fucking space, so I got rid of it.
That's fair. But
I'm aware of what it's like. Is that what this is basically like as well?
I think so. So it's basically different characters do different things, and you can swap between them like on the fly as you're fighting.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know. It may be worth keeping an eye on. One Piece Odyssey is coming out. One Piece Odyssey is coming out, which is a video game. Yeah, I don't feel anything about that. Layers of Fears is coming out, which I never played, but I heard some interesting things about it. Because I think it's a sequel.
It's a first person, but like you like take pictures, I think. of shit. It's kind of condemned type vibes, except take out the ability to defend yourself sometimes.
I know I watched gameplay of it, and there was some interesting stuff with like paintings going on. So it wasn't that you took pictures; it was just like paintings would shift and like creepy shit would happen. I don't know if this is a remake of that or a port. I could just read that, but I'm not in the mood for it. But I'm curious. I'm going to keep my eye on that one. Next
Right.
one I did watch was the Saints Row Boss Factory demo trailer, which is just basically showing off the different kind of bosses and making me embarrassed to be a Saints Row fan. Because you just
Was it
have
that
like the
bad? It was
fucking
that bad.
not bad, but it's just kind of like you watch it. It's like it has the poppy music and like be the swag, like bring the swag out. I'm like, oh god. It's just one of those things that like I'm still gonna play the Saints Row game, and I've changed my mind from my first initial viewpoint, and I'm actually thinking it looks pretty fun. But that doesn't mean the trailers and the some of the fan base isn't cringy.
Right.
Uh,
That it's
Go
like a
ahead.
complete rehaul of Saints Row, right?
Like I think it's a reboot. I don't. So
Okay.
it's either one of two things. Either they're somehow going to connect it to the universe of the original Saints Row, aka like Johnny Gat and all of them, or they're just gonna have like from the ground up completely new experience. But it seems they're keeping in the spirit of things, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But I mean, they in gameplay trailer they have a lot of stuff. I'm really excited to get more grounded with like car customization because obviously 3 and 4 or not 3 but 4 and Get Out of Hell stepped away from that pretty hard.
Oh yeah, for sure. They were not. They weren't nearly as like it. Saints Row 1 and 2. Well, 2 especially got into a lot of customization that they just took the fuck away with each game.
Yeah. And then they showed a Nightwing trailer for Gotham Knights. Okay, so Gotham Knights, have you heard about Gotham Knights?
I have not.
It's not by Rocksteady, it's not by the people who did the Arkham Asylum games, but it is by Warner Brothers, and it's basically you play as Nightwing, Robin, Batgirl, and Red Hood. So you can choose between the 4 players, and you do missions around Gotham. And then
Is
you
this
could
made by
it's
the
also
same?
co-op.
Sorry about my mic. Is this made by the same people that did the Square Enix, or is this the Square Enix people who did
Avengers.
Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers?
No. Also, little note here. I may have mentioned this before. Square Enix did do both the Guardians of the Galaxy and the Avengers game. Fucking completely different fields. The Guardians of the Galaxy game is so fucking good. Like legitimately. If I've never talked about it on the podcast or talked about it to you in person, I legitimately highly recommend the Guardians of the Galaxy game. The gameplay is like it's good, not great, but the story is a lot of fun. Like this, I almost would say the story's better than the movie. Like in some instances, and it's really good. Highly recommend.
Definitely better than 2.
Oh, definitely better than 2. Yeah, but like I said, also possibly better than 1 as well because some of the characters kind of grind on you a little bit some parts, but the finale and everything like that, the story that it gives, like is really worth playing. That's a high recommend, and putting it in the same league as Avengers is just something I had to correct real quick.
For sure.
But Gotham Knights, I think the game will either be good and it may potentially be bad, honestly. Looking at it, I'm like, okay, I can see how this game would not be good. At the end of the day, though, I'm buying it either way because I even found fun in the Avengers game, so I'm definitely going to have fun in this game
Oh,
somehow.
there you go.
Yeah, so, and that's what it is. If it's a game that I just turn my brain off, I turn my brain off and I just, play it to play it.
Well,
And
I mean,
sometimes,
that's sometimes all you need.
yeah, sometimes Papa Matt doesn't want to give his attention to a video game and just wants to fucking play games. I was playing to kind of segue for a moment, or not segue, but
Oh wait, real
step
quick, do you
off.
want to do the plug?
No, you.
Okay. Hey guys, this is the middle of the episode. We got like half an hour left. So go to www.theemptyglasspodcast.com to hear more episodes from the past and the present on whatever podcast service you listen to. God damn it. I was doing so good until the very end. www.theemptyglasspodcast.com.
Yes, I agree to that. You should check us out, and you should Buy us nachos.
Buy us nachos.
Yeah, so I was playing the Final Fantasy VII remake recently because dude, I've been hopping between games really hard right now. I'm literally playing, I think, 8 different games. I have not
Oh,
been able to stick with one game.
so what are you playing?
Well, real quick, let me get the thing about Final Fantasy VII out because that's the one I have been playing. It has taken me forever to get into this game because there's so much talking and it's just nothing dialogue. Uh, hold on? There's one character, I forgot her name, but there's one character that people I know Donkey, like when he did a review of it, there was one character in the original Final Fantasy VII that was with you when you blew up the Maker reactor, and she was a very nothing character in that one. But for this one, they really blew up her character, and she's like constantly hitting on you and everything like that. And I fucking hate her. I can't stand her.
What game is this?
Final Fantasy VII
Oh,
with
really?
Cloud.
Really?
Yeah, like she just won't stop talking and stuff like that. And I'm just like, okay, this is like a fun game, and then it gives you instances where like you're sneaking behind a house, like all slow and shit. I'm like, it's so fun when the gameplay is just actually happening, but when it's not, the shit grinds to a halt hard and fast, and it's just really frustrating. I hate when games do that. I know, like it's like, oh, the more you play it, and when you get to the end, it's going to be more constant action and stuff. I'm like, yeah, but I'd also kind of like that in the beginning too, when I'm trying to get hooked to the fucking game. You know, I don't want to like. It just comes a point where you get tired of going through these like handholdy tutorials that last for fucking 2 hours, or just like set up to like story. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm sure it's a great story, but sometimes I just want to be able to hit the skip button. Like it's not bad. Like I just want to play a video game. I don't want to watch a movie or a show. That's why I'm playing video games.
Right. And you haven't watched really like any shows, right?
I've had Portlandia on like on the background a lot, and then my girlfriend and I are watching Schitt's Creek again. But I've already seen this is like my third viewing of Schitt's Creek, so I'm pretty not checked out, but I'm not like fully invested. You know,
right?
I think once we finish one of those shows, we're gonna start Stranger Things or something. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. But the other games I've been playing, I just bought Minecraft Dungeons.
Oh, interesting. Is it like it's like a first person shooter type thing, right?
No, not at all. Game? It's basically Diablo.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's actually a lot of fun. I got my Switch, been doing it handheld. It's pretty fun. I was surprised by it. I'm not the biggest Minecraft fan or anything like that. I mean, I think everyone's played the original a bit, but it's quite different and fairly fun. Not bad.
Nice.
Also gone back to Horizon Forbidden West a little bit. Was playing Forza earlier on the phone. That's the one I was streaming. I just downloaded it to my PC because I want to play it more because I was actually really enjoying it.
Right.
What else was I playing? I've been playing, like I said, been playing a few things. Oh, Subnautica.
Subnautica. Yeah, that's a crazy game.
I've already played it a fuck ton on PC, but it was free on PlayStation Plus, and I had it on my PS5. I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll play a little bit, and I was having fun with that. Got back into Elden Ring a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally,
so I hit that.
That was a long break for Elden Ring. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I hit that wall and I hit it pretty fucking hard. And I was like, man, I can't like do anything. But then I just came back to it refreshed, and I was like, okay. And I like killed a few bosses. I was like, okay, good. I got my sense of progression back a little bit because it hit the point where it's like, especially because it's open world, it doesn't. This is one thing I love about the game, but at the same time, it wasn't spelling out like where can I go to get more powerful. Like I just didn't know where to go, what to do. So I was like, fuck, what do I do? Like, because this is just like it's getting annoying to just die every 2 seconds and not have any kind of progression. Then I lose my souls or echoes or runes, whatever they're called. But I finally kind of got my footing back a little bit. So I've been playing that a little bit here and there. The only downside is I am not good with playing video games like that with a dog on me. Because my girlfriend has a dog, and when she's at work, the dog will chill with me, and she'll be laying on my lap. And when I'm playing games like that, I really want to move, and like I can't because there's a fucking dog on me. So I'm just like, what will happen is I will want to rage and be like, fuck, and like stand up really quickly. But since the dog's laying on me, I won't do that. So then all the hatred just gets put on the dog for a second of like, you stupid piece of shit, I can't get up because of you. And then I'm like, oh, I don't actually mean it. Like it's
Yeah.
just it is like go back to whatever I was doing.
Yeah, no, you should definitely just be like, okay. So you can take a
That
step back and be like, reevaluate. Don't take it
but
out
I
on the
mean,
doggy.
no, like I don't. Of course, I don't even yell at the dog or anything. I just look at it, and in my head, I'm like screaming. But the dog didn't do anything, and that's the same thing that happens when I'm like at your house playing video games or something. Like if a cat's on me, I'll be like, "I need you to get off me. I'm way too serious about this."
Right. It's like, no thanks. And baby is the worst about just coming up to me and like rubbing on the controller while I'm playing
Yeah,
games.
man,
So, like,
baby
what
should
the
just be put
fuck?
down. Honestly,
Oh my god.
no.
It's all fucked up.
Uh, oh yeah, Sackboy. My girlfriend and I started playing Sackboy Adventures,
Nice.
which is pretty fun. It's a very cute game.
Is
That's
that
basically
a
it.
PS5 exclusive?
I think so. And if
Nice.
I can get my hands on a PS5, you can use mine for it,
Dude.
bruh. Why have you been wanting to play it or something?
No, I was just wondering.
It's really cute. Like legitimately, I was surprised by how cute and fun it was. I'm looking. I think my girlfriend and I are planning on playing more of it sometime soon, but we will see.
Nice.
Anyway, so what have you been playing? I've been playing like 80,000 things. How about you?
I just played a little bit of Dead Space today, and that's the first time I've played a video game since 2 seconds
1995.
of playing Hot Wheels Unleashed when we were hanging out last weekend. I've just been fucking working, dude. I haven't had much time to play video games, but I've been watching a lot of stuff. That's Rose and I watched Stranger Things over this week. That's pretty much it.
Hey man, but we went to a lake this past weekend. That was fun. We went to the lake for like 5 minutes.
Right? No, we were there for like at least 2 hours, maybe almost 3.
Really?
Yeah, we got there at 11:30 and we left at like 3:30 or
Really?
2:30. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't really remember of it because all we did was like just open drink, but
Yeah, but you know.
I mean it was just chill. Like you tried to fish a little bit. Our friend Richard tried to fish a little bit more, but nothing was really biting. But it was just kind of chill to all be hanging out. Then we all went to a friend's condo area and chilled out in the pool for a while. Then got an exorbitant amount of pizza,
Yep.
which hot damn. By the way, do you still have one of those tall boys in your mini fridge?
Maybe so.
Because I bought one for everyone, but especially I bought one for me as well. So
Okay, cool. Well, I'll make sure.
save one of those for Papa Matt if you don't mind.
I will.
Good. And then this coming weekend, we're going to go to the river, right?
Yes, we are. I'm still down. Absolutely.
I'm still down as well. I bought a dry bag in anticipation for this.
Oh, sweet. Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
You
so that
fucking
way we
smart
can,
man.
yeah, so we can load up like keys or whatever into a bag and then not worry about it getting wet
Yep, or lost.
or lost, which is more important.
Right.
Yeah, but that'll be a lot of fun. I also have some dirty little sandals to go for a walk in the river.
Good shit. Yeah, you definitely need that, dude, because that shit will cut your feet.
I mean, aside from that, just fucking walking to the river, like if we're not taking a bus or anything like that,
Dude,
it's
yeah.
like in 100-degree weather, like that concrete would burn the fuck out of your feet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ah, man.
But I'm
so,
very excited.
So much fun.
I'm excited for that too. It's been a while since we've been able to like go out and do stuff. So
Yeah.
it feels good that like it's coming back, not only into season, but you know, everybody's getting the time and stuff. I hope Jer Bear can join us.
JareBear629 at buttsluts.com.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I hope so.
We'll see.
We'll see. I texted him about it Saturday. He said absolutely down, and I texted him details like 2 days ago. So
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. And then Sunday, I'm going for a little hike. So I'm
nice.
I'm just living La Vida Loco right now, my dude.
Nice.
I'm tired. I'm so fucking tired.
It's been a long week for you or what?
I can't remember the last time I slept in.
Well, you know, that's my life too.
That's everyone's life. That's just being an adult, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Anyway, anything new going on with you?
Nah, man, not really. Fucking Just working.
Hey, just oh my god, I watched Sonic 2.
Oh, did you? I watched like half of that movie.
Okay, also, did you kick me out when I was using your Paramount Plus?
No. Why?
Okay. I used your Paramount Plus for a hot second, and then like I was okay, so I was watching Sonic 2 with my friend Mark, who I watched Sonic 1 with.
Okay.
You've already heard my feelings about it. It's better than it should be, but I take that back. I legitimately enjoyed the first Sonic movie. And me and my friend were just as excited to watch Sonic 2. And so in the first like 10 minutes, like we were getting into it and then it cut out. And I'm like, okay, fuck this. And just made my own sign in because I thought you kicked me out or something. And just, so wouldn't get interrupted watching fucking Sonic.
Right.
Um, we thoroughly enjoyed it. We watched it and we had the same reaction to the first movie of like, why Sonic? Why out of all fucking things is Sonic the good one? uh, it even got to the point where Sonic, spoilers. I don't mean to spoil
I
anything,
mean,
but
it's cool.
at the end of the point when Sonic became Super Sonic, we were both like, "Yeah, let's go, let's fucking go, Sonic!" Like legitimately, we're enjoying the fuck out of the movie. I don't know what it was. We weren't even that drunk. I don't think we were that drunk at all, really. Or just maybe a little buzzed, if anything.
Well, I mean, still, it's still, you know, we definitely got to finish it, Rose and I. It was keeping our attention, but we only watched like half of it.
I would actually say, okay, first of all, I feel bad for the humans in that movie because, like, God, what a fucking anchor on that movie. Just having human characters because they're just not great. Although they do get significantly less screen time than the first movie, which is an improvement. Uh, and then Jim Carrey, I think, was given a little too much free reign in this one.
Gotcha.
Like he was goofy in the first movie, the right amount of goofy, but this one he gets a little too goofy, like in the sense that like it was kind of more like okay, Jim, you got it.
Yeah.
But who in the world is gonna ever tell Jim Carrey to tone it down?
Well, it's always been his thing. So yeah. Who there
No.
on the set would be like, chill out, bro? It's Jim Carrey.
Tommy Lee Jones would.
Yeah, for sure.
You're a buffoon. I will not sanction your buffoonery. Anyway, yeah, so Sonic 2, thoroughly enjoyed. I'm legitimately prepared for the third one. I'm for it. The only one major gripe I have, it needs more butt rock. Like the Sonic fucking running around at the speed of sound. Like it needs that shit in the movie. None of the it has too many modern pop songs or like just dumb shit. Yeah, it needs more Sonic music.
It needs more of the Sonic stuff.
Yeah. I mean, and also in case I haven't clarified this in previous podcasts, or it's the first time anyone heard me saying this, I do not give a shit about Sonic. Like I don't give a shit about the video games. Like at some points are cool. I have a very nostalgic pinpoint for the Green Hill Zone music in my head, which is I think I would actually go as far to say Green Hill Zone is more nostalgic than Mario music.
Wow, yeah.
Hot take, I know, but for me personally, that's just I get that happier feeling more.
Definitely not for me.
I know it's up there, but all the other Sonic games fucking suck. So maybe that's why the movie's good, is because Sonic as a whole is just awful. Although people want to like Sonic, so when you get a movie that's, in my opinion, good, you're like, yeah, fucking get the Chaos Emerald, Super Sonic, go.
Yeah, at least they're going with game plot, unlike Halo.
But the thing is
and still doing their own thing,
when you watch it, it is a great blend of the two. It's not specific game plot, but it's the pinpointed things that need to be translated over, which you're able to do because Sonic at the end of the day is much simpler than Halo.
Right.
You can get a movie going experience out of playing the Halo games where you cannot get the same out of Sonic.
No, never. Almost never. Yeah. Well, I don't know. By the time you get to like the Sonic Adventure games and the 3D games, they add story.
Yeah, still no.
Still no.
Yeah, but yeah, Sonic 2. Everyone watch it. Give Paramount Plus your money. Even though, goddamn, ugh. I'm still not happy about the fact that they made me watch a 40-second trailer before
Yeah, what I
the
find I
movie,
can
even
do
though I
to
paid
do
for it.
what I find you can do when they do that is to just back out and then play the movie again. And sometimes it just skips their stupid ads. They're like
I
own ads. It's just so fucking dude. It's horrible. I
I
pay
hate
for the
it.
best fucking plan, and they're gonna throw that shit at me. Fuck them.
Yeah. In fact, you just remind me that I have to delete my Paramount subscription because I don't support that. That's
You
the
were signed
lamest.
into mine though, right?
Like I said, I thought you kicked me out, so I literally signed up again. But like on the 7-day free trial.
God damn it. Well, yeah, definitely cancel.
Why are you upset? Why do
It
you
should
okay? Why
because
do you
it
still?
shouldn't have kicked you out. It should have done that. Like I don't know if it was my dad fucking watching Star Trek while he sleeps or what, but it shouldn't have kicked you out.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask like, why do you still have it in the first place? I'm like Star Trek.
Yeah, pretty
Is that?
much.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, yeah. So I got to talk about Sonic, which you know, also another thing you should know about Stefan. They're bringing Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, I think I knew that. I think he's like in the end credits, right?
Yeah, because Shadow is awesome. Have you never played Shadow the Hedgehog? Shadow of the
Yeah, I
Hedgehog.
have played Shadow the Hedgehog, and I know very much. I know him very well from Sonic Adventure 2.
That was actually my first exposure. That was my first Sonic game I ever played was Shadow the Hedgehog. So
Oh,
I actually
really?
liked it. Yeah, I liked Shadow the Hedgehog quite a bit actually. I liked all those edgy games. It came around the same time I started learning about Devil May Cry and everything like that. So it just kind of fell in the tube of edginess I was on.
Nice. Yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog was an edgier fucking game, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he had fucking dual machine guns, Stefan. If that's
Duel?
even your name.
That is my name. How'd you know?
Oh, I'm psychic.
I can't believe you had machine guns, bro, and they like let that fly. That's kind of
I
wild.
can't I can't believe we have machine gun Kellys and let them fly.
That's true.
They should definitely be shot down.
I can't believe we have machine guns in general.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, on that solemn note, I think I'm tapped out.
Yeah, me too. We've just about made it to the hour. 52 minutes in, not bad.
Yeah, we don't want to overstay our welcome, you know. Want to dip out while we're still respectable.
That's absolutely
Definitely
right.
not definitely not to people, but you know, we find ourselves respectable.
That's right. That's right.
Stefan, I okay, hold on. No, there's one thing I forgot we had to talk about.
Let's do it.
Do you know what it was? Because you ignored me. You ignored my first text, and then when I sent you a second text, you also didn't respond to it.
What is it?
The okay, so they have confirmed that they're making a sequel to the movie The Joker, and it's called Joker Folio Due. And so, like a brilliant mastermind of comedy and cleverness that I am, I proceeded to edit the album cover of Fall Out Boy's Folio Due, cross out Fall Out Boy, put Joker, gave the guy in the bear suit like green hair and a smile like Joker, and then the bear on top screaming little Batman ears and everything like that. And I thought I was fucking clever, but I sent it to Stefan and he didn't say anything about it.
I didn't know that they were actually making a Joker sequel, but oh my god. Now it makes sense, but yeah. I was like, okay, I don't know what the fuck this means.
You could have said that. You made me feel like a dang fool.
No, I just was truly like, I don't know, maybe that was an accident.
No. Anyway, so yeah, they're making a Joker sequel called Folio Due.
Now your meme makes a lot more sense and is actually funny, so thanks for explaining it.
You know, I could tell how funny it was by you being like, "Yeah, it was funny."
It's so funny, dude.
um, but just to kind of talk about that, Todd Phillips is still co-writing it. Like all the same people from the first Joker are coming back for the second one, so that's good.
Nice.
Uh,
Walking Phoenix?
yes, Joaquin Phoenix. And do you know what Folio Due means?
Goodbye forever?
No. Folio Due is defined as an identical or similar mental disorder affecting two or more individuals, usually members of a close family. So that sounds like a kind of Batman situation, honestly.
Interesting.
Which I think I told you my ideal version of a Joker sequel would be Batman existing, but never really seeing him on screen, never having any conversations between him and the Joker. Just Joker, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker in that mindset, having to deal with the existence of something that's taking the spotlight away from him after he's kind of gained it.
Right.
Like that's been
it's a pretty cool concept. I think it's super smart.
Yeah, I think so too.
Well, thanks for explaining that joke. And do you want to do the closing statements?
Thank you for jumping into the Everything Last podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Twitter, social media, we don't have it. But you can also follow us at podbeam. Just kidding. You can follow us at themtglasspodcast.com.net and follow us on Podbeam, follow us on Spotify, follow us on Apple Music. Listen to all of us there. If you don't like us talking right now, you'll like us talking there because we're edited. Just kidding. Not really. But if you want to join us, we're usually streaming on Twitch every Thursday, if not Friday, if not at all. So come join us in the chitty chitty bang bang, and we'll get the chatty chatty bang bang done and give out some little kisses for all our viewers.
Great plug. All right, bye guys.
Goodbye.